Hi folks, and welcome back to another Travels of Red Rover. I'm Shawn.
And I'm Corinne.
And what is that up there?
That would be Devil's Tower National Monument.
And what are we going to be doing there tonight?
Well, it's been a crazy day. We've driven here. It was scorching hot all day, and the clouds have come over. So we are hoping to go up there and photograph some stars.
Yeah, now we just got warnings on my cell phone that we're in a extreme lightning and thunderstorm area right at the moment for the next couple hours. So hopefully that'll blow over and we'll have some clear skies later on.
Yes, it's still early, just shortly after dinner, and we're supposed to see clear skies by 9 p.m. tonight. So we'll see if that forecast works out.
Yeah, the forecasts haven't been very reliable out here in eastern Wyoming, and so we're not absolutely holding our breath, but we are definitely going to make the trip up and see what happens.
So stay tuned and we'll share with you what happens.
Yeah, it could be a lot of fun, could be a lot of misery.
Well, like some of the other national parks and national monuments we've been at, like Bears Ears National Monument, the Devil's Tower has also a Native American legend associated with it. This legend indicates that there were 7 young girls who were fleeing to try and escape some bears, and they ran upon a rock and hoped to the gods that they would be saved from the bears. And the gods heard their wishes and made the rock rise out of the ground to keep them from the bears. And the bears, trying to reach the young girls, created these great claw marks in the rock. But the girls were safe, and everyone lived happily ever after.
So as you can see, there's some pretty big storm clouds out there, and it has started to rain. We've taken a couple photographs of the big storm clouds over top of the Devil's Tower. We're just waiting for the spaceship to land. It should be along any minute now, we think. So as you can see, Corinne and I are in the van. We're now avoiding the heavy rain and hail that's coming down. In fact, I got to clean my glasses off because I can barely see the screen here. And we're going to try to wait the rain out a little bit. Did you get any shots at all?
I did before it started raining.
Yeah, we got a couple of shots before it started raining. I'm pretty sure I saw E.T. started to make an approach, but backed off when there was some lightning. So we're still waiting for E.T. to show up. So the rain has stopped, and we're back out at the tower doing some shots. The tower is absolutely beautiful right now because behind us here, there's this opening in the opening here, back here, that is letting light through, and it's putting a virtual spotlight on the tower, which is just absolutely gorgeous right now. So we're catching a few shots with that. Mostly it's all about the tower with a little bit of the trees down below, although the trees are pretty dark, so they're really not a major part of the photograph. This is really all about the tower at this point and catching some of the end of the day light on the tower. Just absolutely beautiful.
Well, we had to run inside the van to get out of the rain. It was just a little too hard a rain to work in. And we waited a little while, and the sun has come out and is lighting up the Devil's Tower back behind me. We're diligently working, trying to capture some of the photographs of it being brightly lit. There's some dark clouds still behind it. Not totally dark like they were pre-sunset, but there's certainly a nice contrast against that bright beacon of light that's shining on the rocks.
This just keeps getting more and more beautiful tonight. I know we've come out here to shoot the stars, but the pinnacle again has started to really light up. In fact, actually, it's so bright that we're actually having to compensate for it because the clouds around it, as you can see in this, are just gorgeous. They're lighting up as well. We've got pinks and oranges, and the monument is lighting up the sky above it. I mean, it is just absolutely incredible. So glad we hung in here tonight. Really getting rewarded. Well, this has been an absolutely gorgeous evening. We still have a bright spot on the top of the Devil's Tower right now, and the really dark clouds behind it. And actually, there's still a lot of red and pink in the clouds behind Devil's Tower. It's just an absolutely gorgeous evening. Corinne and I are working actually pretty hard shooting it because in order to shoot it without blowing out the highlights, you're really having to manage the brightness of the Devil's Tower. And also, Corinne has pointed out that it is a very orange light, and it looks fake right now. So we've both lowered our Kelvin quite a bit. Thank you, Corinne. Our Kelvin quite a bit to try to take down a little bit of the orange light and actually make it a little real. I mean, it's one of the very few times when I've been out and shooting photographs that we're actually taking some of the color out of the sky. It's that intense right now. Again, just absolutely beautiful. Still waiting for ET, but couldn't provided a better beacon for him to land on the top of that mountain tonight. So we continue to fire away here, and I've actually gone from being very wide on the Devil's Tower to being narrow on it right now, because there's still just a hint of beautiful red color around the outside of it. In fact, you can see it a little better on the back of my screen probably than you can see it out in the sky there. And what we're doing now, big lightning. We're just firing shots now as the light fades off the top of the tower, because the tower is just absolutely gorgeous, and we're able to control the highlights a little better and the brightness of the color a little bit on the tower. So tower is still colored beautifully. There's still some color in the clouds around it, and again, this has actually become a bit easier shot. So over there is the southwestern sky, and one of the things that has been happening all evening here, we're getting a lot of thunder over there. We've been seeing some lightning, and it's the kind of lightning that goes along the clouds as opposed to coming down out of the clouds. So it's not really been worrying us too much, and it has tended to stay way over to the southwest. I think that it's also sort of petering out, although you might be able to hear the thunder in the background there. So Corinne and I have gone out and got our f2.8 lenses, and we're getting them set up, getting them in perfect focus, and then it'll really just be a case of leaving them here until the stars come out. We're not expecting to actually get the Milky Way until about midnight, and it's only around about 9 o'clock, so we have a few hours to wait. Now I'm assuming that these clouds are going to go away, and if they don't, then the star part will be a bust, but the sunset photography was absolutely stupendous. So I guess I could give up the stars if I had to, but I'm still trying to get those as well. And boy, were we ever rewarded. Clouds with stars, planets, Milky Way, and lightning with stars. How good is that? So hi folks, well you can see that it is the next morning.
Yes, it was a bit of a strange night last night. We didn't know what we were going to get, and we started setting up our cameras, and then all of a sudden we had a wonderful thunderstorm and started trying to capture the lightning behind Devil's Tower.
In fact, it got so good last night we put the video camera down and focused on shooting still images and capturing some time lapses. So we really got a 3 for 3 last night. We got a beautiful sunset, we got lightning, and then we got a beautiful Milky Way over the Devil's Tower last night. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, and for our lightning, what we were doing, it was late in the evening, just before and after sunset. And we put on our cameras for 20 to 30 second exposures with really high f-stop with small aperture and low ISO, so that we could maybe hold the shutter open longer and hopefully capture a good set of lightning.
Yeah, in fact, I think Corinne got several shots that were really good, and I know our friends Craig and Shelley Niesen, their YouTube channel down below, other fellow YouTubers. I know Shelley got a spectacular two-forked lightning shot last night, so it was really great because she's a little newer to photography, and really just having that great experience with a great shot is terrific.
And it was quite unusual because the storm went to the south, and we were getting sunlight from the northwest for sunset, so it had some interesting effects.
Yeah, it really did. And just before sunset, the clouds behind us literally opened up and created a spotlight, and the light actually was a spotlight on the tower. I mean, I don't think in our lifetimes we could ever imagine seeing that again.
It was almost like there was a lava glow inside the tower, so that was fascinating.
So anyway, that was a great evening and great experience, and it just goes to show, you know, we left here, it looked like it was about to start pouring. In fact, after our first set of shots, it poured hard, it rained really, really hard, and then it stopped, and then we got some great opportunities, and then it started to rain hard again, then it stopped, and we got some more great opportunities. It was just one right after another, and the rain really didn't dampen our spirits.
Yeah, and it just goes to prove that you have to have patience and wait it out. Even with our star photography last night, when we looked at the sunset and how much cloud there was, we thought, oh, this doesn't look too good, but we had read the details of the cloud cover on Clear Outside app, and it promised that it was going to get clear, so we waited around till 11:30, and there was hardly any cloud left, just a little on the southwestern horizon.
Yeah, just everything seemed to work out well last night. The Milky Way, Corinne did a great job at planning the timing for the Milky Way, because we got a beautiful arc of the Milky Way right over Devil's Tower. So everything really, weather included, really worked out to our benefit last night. It was really a great evening. We sure hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, we'd really appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to keep track of us, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to know when we release videos, hit that bell button.
And if you have any comments or questions, would like to know anything more about the shots we took here at Devil's Tower, please leave a comment in the section below.
And as always, if you have friends that might enjoy this content, please share it. It really helps us out when more people are sharing the videos, and more of their friends are watching and subscribing. That helps us out a lot. And finally, don't hesitate to go over to our friends Shelley and Craig Niesen at Craig Niesen, and watch his YouTubes. We'll put the link down below. They're going to have one, I'm sure, that's similar to this, and you might really enjoy their shots as well. Anyway, thank you for coming along, and bye for now.
Bye for now.